Greetings to all and sundry. Chancellor North Wales here. Time for another projects update and discussion. So, firstly starts off with thank you for all the comments and feedback about the Yak 27 build. As always, very much appreciated. That was certainly an interesting one to do, and I love the finish we get with Alclad, but it is always quite a challenging chemical to use. So yes, certainly an enjoyable project there. Right, what have we now got on the modelling table? Well, I was in a bit of a quandary as to what to go on to next, and was seriously thinking about building a C27J Spartan that I've had for a while. I then decided to go for something a little bit more rotary winged once again, and this was probably going to be my first hind build of the year. The Hobby Boss MI24 Hind E in 1/72. Must admit, this is going together very nicely. I always like the Hobby Boss kit quality. In particular, the nice substantial location tags in the fuselage for the interior sub-assembly. And this kit has had a little bit of scratch building. You can maybe able to see some structural elements underneath the cabin windows. The thing I do have as a slight concern with Hobby Boss kits is their tendency to mould on the aerials as indicated there. Put that against a darker background, you can see it. I think those can sometimes seem to me to be a bit vulnerable during the modelling process. But that aside, the interior hasn't needed too much extra work. Some scratch building there, and including some extra work on the floor. It's got an undercoat on now, and I'll be doing a bit more painting today. Been a little bit slow on starting this build. Had to attend to other things last weekend. So that project, my time estimate would be, say, another 2-3 weeks to get that one up to completion. I think once the interior is painted and the fuselage halves are together, the rest of the build should move on at a reasonable pace. Right, on to other events. Shows. Tomorrow I will be at South Cheshire Militare in Crewe at the Oakley Centre. This is a model show. You also have a few reenactors there, and some wargaming as well from the Crewe Wargames Club. For me, it's normally the first show in the model and wargame show season, and it makes for a really nice event. So if any of you guys, Liverpool, Manchester, Stoke-on-Trent, Cheshire way, can get to there, it'd be great to see you guys there. I'll be there with the Chester Model Club, and we'll have some of my work on display. What's going on the other side? As my channel title says, I am a modeler and wargamer, and if you look back over my videos, you'll see a bit more about the wargaming. I have decided to do more of a run on the model making side this year in terms of videos, though rest assured I'm still playing, or aiming to play, 3 tabletop wargames a month with the Side Defenders Wargames Club, and that is for me still remaining a very strong focus on playing dystopian wars. Last Thursday I got my backside well and truly handed to me when I threw my French up against a Prussian fleet. I was winning until the last turn. When he won the initiative, his dreadnought went in, and all hell broke loose. Yes, he my opponent well and truly pulled defeat from the jaws of victory. Um, Now, on to shout-outs. 3 guys I'd like to people draw people's attention to. Start off with a chap called James Stariha, Stariha. He's doing a great series of videos on painting techniques. This more focus on the miniature side, but for those of you fairly new to the modelling side, there's, I think, an awful lot to be gained from following this series. They're very nicely put together, very nicely discussed in a clear, structured form. So look him up. I'll be putting all these names listed down below. Another chap who I do rather enjoy his vids goes by the name of Sal MY. He's clearly an experienced modeler. His last vid doing some freehand painting on an egg plane P40 Warhawk was really quite entertaining. Some lovely work there, and he certainly does some nicely compiled vids showing his where he uses the speeded up video technique to demonstrate his painting techniques. Again, his name is Sal, Sallmy. Look him up, subscribe to him. He does some really nicely compiled vids, and is certainly a very good modeler. Another chap goes by the name of F14 Forever. This is a guy who clearly has been in the model making scene for a substantial period of time, and the quality of his work has to be seen to be believed. Well, his name is F14 Forever 1. His Buccaneer build, in particular, the weathering, the tone, the approach, and his 2 recent armor builds. Look this chap up. Again, his name will be listed below. I think you will be seriously impressed and quite definitely inspired by what this gentleman does. So that's the shout-outs. Okay, the next topic. I'm contemplating doing a video series. Now, there's an awful out there on modelling techniques and that side of it. But where I've identified a possible area that additional info may well be of use is on the more dedicated focus on the subject of aviation for modelers. By this I mean is to help people understand when you're displaying an aircraft how to position things like flying surfaces in an appropriate manner, the function of those flying surfaces. Also explaining some of the terms in terms of structures to get people an idea what ribs, spars, stringers, difference between fabric covering and stress skin, those kind of things are, and how it impacts our interpretation of the modelling subject. I've currently got the 3 videos planned to do, flying surfaces, structures, and aircraft paint. If there's other subjects that people would like me to present on, to discuss, I will gladly do so. It's really much aiming to look at, provide some of the technical and explanation behind the aviation topic on areas that have an impact on the way we interpret our models. So I've outlined the 3 there. If there's additional topics or things you'd like me to raise in this, please let me know. The video structure I'm intending to use will be photographs with a background commentary, and maybe some footage using models to show various positions and features. So before I launch that series, any feedback would be, any thoughts will be appreciated, and I'll try and accommodate people's ideas. So, I didn't want to make this a long ramble as previously. Um, look up the guys from the shoutouts, subscribe to them, encourage them, and guys out there, some brilliant videos recently. Um, basic modelling, great to hear you adding your own voice to your work. Some stunning work all round. Keep up the good work, guys. Oh, QDC, very well done on getting you 1,000 subscribers. Your armor subjects again are a pleasure to watch. Right, guys. Until next time, happy modelling, safe modelling, and all the best.